Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you just found me. My name is Riikka and I like to create beautiful things for myself, and I like to inspire you to try also something creative. So today I upcycled two of our old items, an old hammock and a deck chair. Deck chair had the broken or damaged fabric, and the hammock, it has been with me over a decade, and it was broken from the ropes on one end. So we decided to buy a new one, but I didn't want to get rid of the fabric because I love it. So now we have a new combination, a deck chair with the hammock fabric, and it was quite quick, quite easy. I hope it also lasts, but I can still tune it up if it seems that it doesn't hold me. But anyway, let me show you how I did it. So here's the hammock laid down on the grass, and I should cut this 45 centimeters piece out of it. Here's the frame. So it has been redone by my husband, and it is the old frame from IKEA. I didn't measure it all the way through. I just oriented myself with the colors, and then the length of the fabric I just about. So I cut my old hammock, took the piece out what I needed. I measured from the old fabric 45 centimeters by 1.50 meters. So now I have my fabric, but I need to, the length is still a bit question mark because I think I just tried it on and it felt a bit too long. So I will now finish the edges of the fabric so that it doesn't fray, and then I will see what the length should be. I will also make a bias binding on the at least on the long edges so that it is stable and finished. But let's do now first the overlock. Okay, so I had used this yarn for something else, so I cut it, so I will show you how I basically change. So it should be a thin knot. So I loosen this, it was number 7, so I loosen it and drag it through. Then I need to I have my pliers here, but now I use them downstairs recently for another project. So looks good. I haven't been doing anything in a while, so let's try directly from. It works. So like I said, I will need to adjust the length anyway, so I will finalize this and then Okay, so here I need to put there's a stick coming through, so I need to finish it some other way. But now I have a finished edge. Okay, so I decided to make a small zigzag stitch on the edge of the loop, so it isn't fray. And it is a little tricky to do, but it turned out quite well. I do need to cut then out all the extras, but as this is a non-visual part, so it is okay like this. I don't know about you, but I have noticed that these kind of details don't matter because it is never going to be noticed again. So this is good for me. Looks good, right? Okay, so the bias binding, I opened the tape, leave a bit of a gap in the front so that I can fold it over when I fold it over the edge, and basically you just sew along the long side. So that is way too long to show in one go. So after that I will just fold it over like this, fold it on top, and then because I want things to be special, of course this will also get another than just a normal stitch. So take the honeycomb stitch, which is also elastic, so it doesn't snap straight away when I sit on the chair. And I sew all along the whole long side. This stitch is quite quick to do, so it doesn't vary that much from the normal zigzag stitch, but it gives its own tweak and speciality to the piece. Alright, so now I want to test it, so I will just fiddle it into my frame. So I need to push the fabric through these two beams here and then put the stick on the loop that I have in the fabric. And I wanted to utilize the old loops from the hammock so that I don't need to prepare both ends, but only the one that doesn't have the loops ready. And I don't have here now any ending for the others to stick in between, so that I can see how the length is working. Like I said, it felt a bit too long, and when I test it, well, it works, but meh. I think it looks already really good.
Do you guys love this fabric?
Okay, so vroom vroom, the other side needs to go also down. So the last stitches, and I decided to cut it a bit shorter or leave it a bit shorter, and now I'm just going to put there a double straight stitch to keep it all together. I will leave it like this for now. Some final snip snip. Ta-da! Okay, so final fitting, all edges are finished. The only thing what I didn't do is to cut the excess from the one end where I did the double stitch, because I want to leave it there just in case I need to fix it. So it will stay like this for now, and then I will probably cut it out later. or not. Alright, so here's the ready product. I like the way it looks. My husband did a great job with the frame. He colored it. And here is the excess what I might be cutting up at some point. But at the moment it doesn't bother me there.